Don't you really think it's very unfair for employers to deny anyone a job for being overqualified? This is a question that came in, and I had to think about it so much. And what came in my mind? What exactly do employers want? If somebody actually applies for a job, they have already seen it, they have already how much they're going to get paid, they have already looked at the job descriptions, and they know exactly whether they're too much for this job or whether they're underqualified. But if someone goes ahead and applies for that job, it's because they need it in at that particular moment in life. They know that they need a job that I can pay them something so that they can live on at that time, because they haven't yet been offered anything else. Now the question was, don't you think it's really unfair for someone to get such a comment or such feedback that you're too overqualified? Do you think employers are just using this to literally keep on paying people less than what they should be paid? Because if somebody has gone to school and got their grades, they've got their degree, and then you've also told them that you need to get an accreditation on top of that, and then they start looking for a job because they feel like, you know what, I've got all the qualifications they're asking for, therefore should be applying for any job, and then you turn around and tell them, sorry, you can't get it because you're too overqualified. I really think that shouldn't be the case, because a person that has all the qualification there is, a qualification that is needed or required, should be able, regardless of whether you needed just an interim or you needed anybody, they should be given a job. They should be allowed to work in that job, because it's good, first of all, beneficial for employers, because that means that person has the knowledge that you need. Even if it's beyond what you need, you're looking for a job and they apply for it, they need it right now, so it's up to you to either um, allow them to exercise their expertise in your company, so that they can be paid what they need, because at that moment that's what they're after. I think it is not great, especially the current situation that we're in, whereby there are not so many jobs out there. I think anybody should be allowed to apply for a job, to get a job they've applied for, because they know, they've seen it, and it shouldn't be used as an excuse for paying people less than what they deserve to be paid for. And I understand that by the time an employer advertises the job, is either they cannot afford to pay an expert, or they just want to give a chance to young people. They're both correct, but I don't think someone should be denied a job for just having too much knowledge. In fact, it doesn't, when you think about it, it doesn't make so much sense. So what do you guys think about it? Should people actually be denied an opportunity to get a job that they feel that they can do, because an employer feels like they're too much for it? Do you think it makes sense to you? And do you think this encourages more young people to go and study? Because if you can tell somebody, I'm not going to give you a job because you've got too much qualification, then if I'm a young person, I'll be saying there's no point, because I can just be at that age. Be at that state in my life whereby I can do any job that comes up, any job that is around, because if I go and study, if I want to be an expert, there is a possibility that I'll be denied a job because I've got too much knowledge. Now, to those of you that haven't had this before and you think I'm just going crazy, no, it actually exists. Employers do tell you, or do tell some people, you're too much for a job. And I believe it is either used as an excuse to pay less than what people should be paid for, or they're just scared of the expertise that people have. And I think it is actually good for an organization to take on these individuals, because they probably bring in more than what you expected. And if they've agreed to do that job, I think you should let them. Now, that was my opinion. That is what I thought, or that's what I think about this. What do you guys think? Employers, I would welcome if any of you come up and speak about this. Why would you tell someone you're overqualified, therefore I'm not gonna give you a job, and then take someone who has no knowledge or who has less than what you need or less than what's expected in that role? Why why is such a thing even exist? Why does it exist? um I thought I speak about this because a question is coming, and I really thought this person had a point, that they shouldn't have been denied a job for being overqualified, because it's not really encouraging to young people who are pursuing education in these fields, and it's not really encouraging for those that have spent all their time trying to achieve this qualification. Now, one of you could ask that why in the first place are they even asking for a job that is less than what they have studied for? But situations are different in life. There are people who have been there with all the qualification that need, but they have not been able because there's hundreds and hundreds of applications nowadays, and it's lack. It is where you're looking. It is who is interviewing you, and there's so many aspects that are being considered currently in terms of employment, and therefore people have come to the point whereby they can apply for anything that can give them bread for a day. So I don't think denying them an opportunity is or should be an option. And employers that are doing it, please, if you can enlighten us on why you're doing so, even when someone has not demanded for you to pay them more. And I know you probably could come up and speak about the law, that you're underpaying the individuals who are qualified for to be qualified to be paying more, to be paid more, but still you advertised the job, you stated how much you're paying, they looked at the job, they're okay with everything. You should go ahead and give them an opportunity. And if you think I am wrong, I would like to know more why I am wrong, and I'd like to find out why it is not, why do I feel like it's not right. Maybe if I hear different, you know, different ideologies about this, maybe that will kind of help me understand. But for now, this is the question here available: what exactly do employers want? If you say I'm too overqualified, and in 1 minute you say no, I cannot give you a job because you're underqualified, there's no middle. You either have to have the qualification or you don't, and you either need the qualification or you don't need them, but you cannot say you're too much. Thank you so much. This was my video just to find out what you guys think about being denied a job because you're overqualified. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.